at least in this world, we still allegedly have a right to freedom of speech. I'm going to say in America, it is alleged that we have a right to freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Because as soon as you start doing something different than the majority, they hate you for it. Now, in this case right here, I'm going to exercise my freedom of speech right, and I'm going to keep it tactful and respectful, and I'm going to keep it in the boundaries and in the lines. And I'm definitely going to be objectively disagreeable. First of all, I want to set the record straight. And I want to say things to each and every last one of you out there that whether you like it, comprehend it, understand it, or not, I am giving you straight facts, and there's nothing but the truth. First of all, number one, I am amazed how that when the Pope comes out and tells a gay man that God made you like this, first thing that CNN does is jump right on it. And anything that has to do with gay, the homosexual agenda, they now with all the stuff that's going on in the world, they cram that right out the forefront. They stick it right out front. It's obvious. It's obvious, very obvious. And since the Pope is a religious figure, I don't believe at all he's the vicar of Christ at all. But you Christians out there, you need to realize that your belief system, your ideology, your theology, your Protestant Protestantism, all of it, every bit of everything you're doing comes from the Roman Catholic Church. Your Sunday, as opposed to the biblical 7-day Sabbath, your Christmas comes from the Catholic Church. Your Easter comes from the Catholic Church. So that is your Pope, that is your leader, and he is your God, whether you like it or not. Because everything they say and do is contrary to what this Bible says. Because this Bible does not support none of those doctrines. And that church even has the audacity to say that because they exist, God gave them a right to change his laws, his statutes and commandments. Now, you believe that mess? I have, for a fabulous low price of $20,000 an acre, I have beachfront property on the moon. All you got to do is just, I'll give you a deed, real estate, but you got to get there. I'm telling you. But I am amazed at what Satan is doing in this world, cramming his homosexual agenda down everybody's throat and mind. And I'm going to tell you straight up, as a pastor sent by Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, ordained by holy men who watch my manner of lifestyle, and know what this book says, that God, now we got to define who God is. Their God may believe that you've been made like this, but the eternal creator, Most High of the universe, he didn't make nobody like this. He didn't make nobody with a spirit of confusion on them. He didn't make nobody. When you look down, right now I can look down. I am not confused. I know exactly what that is for, and I know exactly what it's intended for. It's intended for procreation, first and foremost. And when I see a man and a woman, there's no confusion, no doubt. There's nothing crisscross in my mind to tell me what this down here is supposed to be going into. A woman. That's right. But this sickness that we have here on this earth to try to force people under duress and stress to accept this homosexual agenda, I dissent 1,000%. It's sad. But listen to what Wolf Blitzer, I mean, CNN, they must have a whole bunch of gays up there. Of course, all you do is look in the eye. Some of them admit it, really. It's utterly amazing. But what's disturbing to me, that we're in a time of sexual confusion, or sexual perversion. The news media, the outhouse called the White House, the red light district, and these Bundy ranches or Bunny ranches or whatever you call it, they have nothing on these houses of ill repute. Nothing whatsoever at all. Fox News, it's a madhouse. It's a madhouse. The president is still in the news, but he ain't going to be prosecuted like Bill Cosby. The Detroit Lions head coach, he's not going to be prosecuted, hung out to dry like Bill Cosby. I'm telling you, this world is wicked. Listen to what this guy has to say. Wolf Blitz right here about this. Listen to what he said. And mind you, with all the things that are going on in the world, they put this at the forefront of the news and spread it all over the place. Listen to this. Listen.
Reported comments by the Pope could signal a major shift for the Catholic Church and its views on homosexuality.
Now, first of all, the Catholic Church hasn't had a major shift in its views in homosexuality. They have been homosexuals from the very beginning. That's why the majority of altar boys get defiled and get turned out. And when you make laws contrary to nature, telling that bishops, cardinals, and everything else, they have to be celibate. You know just as well as I do. You can even YouTube it right here. That in those convents over there, over the centuries, they've got hundreds and thousands of babies they have killed and buried. You YouTube it, Google it, go check it out yourself. And it's been in the news how many people that the Catholic Church and these cardinals have molested, little boys. They have paid millions of dollars, and people still attend this mess. They got people so deceived, they go to other countries, especially down south, where all the Hispanic people are. Man, they think Pope is God. They think, I'm telling you. But man, I tell you, listen how this Pope getting ready to lie on the Most High. Listen.
A survivor of clerical sexual abuse, Juan Carlos Cruz, says that when he told the Pope he was gay, the Pope responded, and I'm quoting now, "God made you like this. God loves you like this." For more, I'm joined by CNN's.
Now, I believe that their God didn't make them like that because it had to be some demon to come in and actually convince them of that. But when you look at these people, there's no confusion whatsoever at all. But that Pope, see, again, they're talking about a God. The Elohim, Yahweh of this Bible, the creator of the universe is one. Yah, not God, but Yah. Go check out Psalm 68, verse 4. He's got a different opinion. Now watch this. If they're using the same Bible that we're using, let's go see the words of what they call God or Yah. Let's see what's going on here. Leviticus 18:22. All right. Rawach 18:22 says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination." Abomination. That means it's detestable. Leviticus 20:13. "If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them." I'm gonna try to help some of y'all folks on here. You can try to appease your mind. You can try to wipe conviction out of your conscience all you want. All of us are going to death. Nobody's gonna cheat it. Even the Messiah couldn't cheat death. We are all going to die. And right after death, we are all going to be judged. You can try to wipe hell out of your mind. You can try to wipe that there ain't no afterlife out of your mind. All you want. Appease your conscience, appease your mind, all you want. You're going to get judged. And when it's talking about judge, that means you're going to burn if you participate in this lifestyle. Now, I realize I run the risk of being scrutinized and judged even more so because in many of your Christian churches, you got choir directors that are homosexuals. You got people in the choir that are homosexuals. You got preachers, marrying preachers in your churches out there. See, this ain't got nothing to do. That's why they changed the Bible translations to suit them and get the creator of the universe out of the mix. That's the reason why they throw this abstract statement in there, God. You get it? God. And they throw that abstract statement in there to keep you confused because, see, now in this age of millennials, they want to try to make everybody think that whatever you feel is acceptable. No, whatever you feel, just because you feel something don't mean it ain't right. I feel like it's right. I feel like it's right. So if I want to come and punch you in your damn nose and break your nose and bust your lip, I feel like it's right. Why should I be condemned for it? If I want to take an iron pipe and crack your skull, I feel like it's right. What's wrong with it? I mean, after all, when we these age of feelings and all these emotions, why can't I do it? Why can't I do what I feel? You see, there's a sickness in this earth. And Satan has got a stranglehold. That booger is soon to manifest himself as the man of sin right before our very eyes. And you know, it would be something if this Bible didn't call it. But the Bible did call it. Matter of fact, when the man of sin come up on the scene, the prophet Daniel said that he wouldn't have no desire for man. I mean, a woman. He said he will have no desire for woman but for men. And he's going to be beautiful. And the world is going to swallow whatever he says, hook, line, and sinkers. And he's going to do lying signs and wonders. And all you people, you commandment breaking people out there, you finish. Again, appease your conscience. Keep speaking against people like me. I got big shoulders, broad shoulders. I understand that I'm taking on the same type of persecution that the prophets of old took on. I understand. Because this world is in a sick Babylonian state. I know what Israel did. And I know what the people of Israel should be doing every time a prophet comes up on the scene. Because you people are doing it right now. You hate righteousness, but you love wickedness. You love your selfish, wicked ass ways. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You love them. And you get mad whenever you see someone just because they represent what the truth said. Their presence condemns you. And it causes them demonic spirits to get in an uproar. Ooh, wait. Over in 1 Timothy 1:10 it says, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers and liars and prejudiced persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine. This earth is at its end. The revived Roman Empire of Rome, meaning the European nations, they're at the end of their zenith. They're at the top of the zenith. They're at the end of their run. It's almost over with. Game over. I'm telling you, you can just put a fork in it. It's done. I say it again. I'm going to keep on saying Straightway is one of the last bastions of holiness. Jeremiah 4:30 says, all you women out there love painting your faces, putting your head covers on and dressing, painting your faces. Guess what he says? He says, in vain will you make yourself fair for your lovers. It's all vanity, every bit of it. There ain't too many people holy. I don't mind being scrutinized. I don't mind having fingers pointed at me. I don't mind that because it's part of the territory. It comes with it. I don't care what people say. As a matter of fact, have you noticed that the very opposite happened to me? The more that people slander, defame, falsify, and talk about me, the bigger the ministry gets. Have you noticed that? So keep on doing it. The more people put my name in their mouth, the more they attack me. It's like I absorb it. And I get stronger. And I drive harder. And I keep going stronger. I'm not going to compromise this truth just because you don't like what I say. I don't like how you hear it. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit by and let this homosexual agenda, even if the news media is promoting it. I'll be damned if I'm going to sit by and let them keep on cramming it down everybody's throat. And just because all the other 501c3 pastors, preachers, and teachers done backed out from it because they don't want to lose their tax exempt status. Not me. I ain't got no 501c3. So therefore I'm free to say what I want to say. And I pay my taxes. Just like Jesus did. I'm telling you, this thing is getting bad. If you have crossed over, and I'm talking about into the Israelite lifestyle, you better take good heed of what I'm saying, because you get swallowed up with this mess and start compromising. You start being sensitive towards these wicked people and their wicked emotions and stuff. Guess what? I'm going to tell you straight. I ain't even going to try to monetize this video, but guess what? You're going to have hell to pay for all of eternity. And that's the truth. And that's the true straight way, because the truth is, either the Pope is right and I'm wrong, or either I'm right and the Pope is wrong. But the truth about it, some of you are so deceived and so messed up that you ain't going to see it or accept it, and you have no choice but to accept it until the breath go out of our body. And guess what? I can't wait to hasten to that day of judgment to find out who told you the truth. Because you better hope you ain't on the wrong side, not only of history, but the wrong side of eternity.